What have you seen under President Akufo Addo? The same National Service Secretariat. People are wearing $300,000 wristwatches, sitting there as public servants at National Service Secretariat. Richard Mill, $350,000 wristwatches. Why are they able to afford that? Because every month they have created 40,000 ghost names and are making 27.5 million Ghana cedis.
You're talking about the fourth estate.
Absolutely. And what did you see President Akufo Addo? Shield them. They actually went to court and got their cronies in the judiciary to look. We need a proper cleanup of this country, from the judiciary to the security services. President Mahama must purge the judiciary of partisanship. Those who sit in the high courts, in the courts of appeal, and in the Supreme Court, who are playing partisan politics, must be taken off for them to either go and contest as national women organizers or national organizers of the MPP. They have no business in our judiciary. Today, the ordinary Ghanaian does not believe that the judiciary of Ghana can give them justice. And the judiciary is supposed to be the last bastion of hope for the ordinary Ghanaian. Our security services have become so partisan, that you've had to see the security services for the first time vote against their commander-in-chief. President Akufo Addo lost in every polling station in Bema Camp.
You have that data?
Oh, yes. All the results from Bema Camp, except one. And there were about 33 polling stations there. They voted. Look, this vote is not just a vote against Bawumia, it's a referendum on Akufo Addo's governance, of which Bawumia is part of.
Yes. Article 76.
You understand?
Part of the cabinet.
And so you can't run. That's why I said that. Look, the burden on Mahama. You need to clean our civil service, because you have people. This rot at Highways Authority. It's civil servants.
It's not politicians, essentially.
Look, you see, I've worked as a civil servant before. I worked at the Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations and the Ministry of Water Resources before I got into active politics. Yes, and I have a fair understanding. Some of the civil servants are the ones who actually lead the corruption into the hands of the ministers, because they are making 27.5 million on the average every month from about 10 axle weight stations. They find some 1 million and go and give to the minister. He thinks he's excited, and he doesn't look at what is going on there.
That's all.
We need to clean this country. This country needs, look, the young people of our country are angry. One, we need to clean. Two, we need to recover every single thing that has been stolen. Look, and those people who think that they are, and I can tell you on authority, I said this yesterday on another platform where I was with Honorable Andy Apiakubi. We know those who are moving money out of the country.
People are moving money out of the country.
Moving money to the Isle of Man. I'm stating locations. Isle of Man, to Mauritius, to the Canary Islands, to Guyana.
Hey,
Ghana. We know them, and they are moving money. Look, even last week, one of them called a remittance person and said, look, a person who does remittances, look, I need to move 5 million. How can you move US dollars? Yes. Look, you can't live to enjoy that money.
Operation Recover.
You will not enjoy that money. And I'm glad that, you see, people said they don't know what came over President Mahama when he came to my constituency during his nationwide tour. When he came to my constituency that day, he dropped a lot of bombs. That's the day he told Bawumia he won't debate him because he knows his level.
Yeah.
That same day, for the first time, and that was the only time in 276 constituencies, President Mahama mentioned names of people who have questions to answer. Let your crew take the tape. He did 3 places in my constituency. He did Ningo, did Pram Pram, and Afia. Your crew was there. They should give you the clip from Pram Pram. You will hear President Mahama. He said, President Akufo Addo, for 8 years, I have been a former president. I lived in Ghana. I didn't live outside the country. So if there was any prosecution or any questions you had to ask of me, I was here.
Yeah.
You will not go and live in the south of France.
Thank you. Thank you.
That mansion that has been built in the south of France will remain uninhabited. President Akufo Addo must stay in Ghana to answer questions.
That's all.
President Mahama went ahead to mention Gabi Otridaku as someone who needs to answer questions.
Absolutely.
Mention Ken Oforiatta as someone who needs to answer questions. Mention the one who suffered stroke in the UN. Yes. I said, take the clip from my constituency, Pram Pram, and play it. Let your production go to President Mahama's visit to Pram Pram, to my constituency. Not the first location in Ningo, the second place in Pram Pram. When it was raining, he mentioned the names. These people have questions, and not just them. Others will have questions to answer. You ask yourself, why today the board chairman of ECG, who doubles as the leader of the mini minority in parliament, is seeking to pay a company of almost 270 million Ghana cedis in this last minute?